George R.R. Martin has been on the record saying that there is some talks, some rumors, some hushes, some hush puppies maybe, of a Elden Ring movie. Is this a good idea? Will this work? Could this work? Should this work? Who is Gamora? Why is Gamora? Welcome back. Today I'm talking about it. Let's begin. Elden Ring is a complicated game in terms of the actual story because there is a lot of robust lore in the actual game, but it doesn't spoon feed it to you. It's not like, here you go, here's a character. It's just like, there's a story out there. So what, dude? Mind your own business. It's almost like they're trying to hide the story to some extent of like, why do you want to know? Like, why are you trying to find out what's going on here? Like, huh? You good, huh? What's wrong with you, huh? What the hell's your problem? Get out of here. That's kind of like Elden Ring in terms of its actual story. But that being said, the story is good. The lore of the world and the different characters, in particular the bosses, that's some good stuff. That's some stuff I can get behind. Me personally, I'm not even the biggest fan of how they do the story in Elden Ring. I like it a little spoon-fed to me, okay? I like a little more structure so that when I fight Margit again at the end of the game, and he walks out and he's like, just kidding. You thought I was Margit? I'm Margot. What the hell? Dude, what? I thought I killed you, first of all. How does that work? What? Why? So many questions, so much confusing lore that makes sense if you do the homework for sure, but it feels like the only way to get the actual lore is to like look up a guide or to watch a lore explain video on Elden Ring lore. I watched this one, Elden Ring lore to sleep to. That's what I sleep to every night, dude. Yeah. So I think the idea of putting the story in a more traditionally narrative linear story is a cool idea. It could be done really well. Of course, I'm not really sure how it could be done because I don't think it would follow the events of the game itself, like, you know, the Tarnished going on this quest to take down Elden Beast. Not sure if it would go that actual route. Instead, dude, throw it back to the past. Let me see some of that original war with Radahn and all that stuff. That could be cool. There is so much lore. It is so expansive, and I think that it opens the door for a cool kind of video game adaptation. One that enhances the story and kind of plays into it instead of just being like, you know, a clone, a retelling of it. Most recently, we've seen this done in Fallout, a video game adaptation that I think did it really well because the Fallout story we see in the show is not the story we see played out in any of the games. I could see the Elden Ring story kind of like that, but also kind of like an Arcane situation to where it's like there's all the lore already there, pretty much all established. Let's line it up. Let's piece it together. I think those two are great examples of how to do that, and I think in general a way to, you know, enhance the stories from different video games. I think that is the way we should be doing these adaptations, because as far as improving a franchise, I would argue a show like Fallout did far more for that franchise than The Last of Us show, because The Last of Us show, as you know, solid as it is for a video game adaptation, it is always going to be just a worse version of what is in the game, because the best parts of The Last of Us show is the stuff that we didn't see in the game. The doctors and the scientists before the outbreak, them giving their analysis on all of that. That's the best part of that show by far. That scene of Joel talking to Tommy about why he can't take Ellie. That's the best part of that show. I think more shows should be doing this, honestly. Like for the next Last of Us show, honestly, just give us a new story set in the universe, but doesn't really have anything to do with what we've already seen. They kind of did that with the Bill episode last season, and that's one of the best episodes of the show. The only thing I would say makes Elden Ring a little bit different is, like I said, the actual game itself doesn't have a straight narrative story, in which case it might be okay to give a more clear-cut retelling, but also I'm open to them exploring new lore, things that, again, tie into the game. Give us a freaking COD zombie story, dude. That would be sick. Give me that adaptation, because we've never seen that story straight through. It's already hella confusing, like, as is, let's be honest, but that'd be cool. Bring Nolan North in as Richtofen, that'd be amazing. I still do not trust my unconventional allies, but they are of great use to me. That's another excuse for me to do an impression. Thanks so much for watching. What do you think about the Elden Ring movie? Should they do it? Do you think it could work? What do you think? Retell this story? Do a new story? Give me your thoughts. Anyways, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Hit subscribe. I got new videos coming out all the time. Bye-bye.